My dudes, what's going on? If you want a chance to get your IdleOn account reviewed, make sure to head over to twitch.tv/GriffyBit. Make sure to follow and look for when I go live with account reviews in the title for your chance to enter the giveaway to get reviewed and end up on one of my YouTube videos. Anyways, let's get into it.
My dudes, what's going on? Hi, YouTube. We're back again for another beautiful account video. I can't wait. Today, we're looking at Etkid. He needs a little help on his Vman damage. He wants to get a little bit more juicy roosty. So, obviously, a lot with Vman. If you guys don't know, Vman revolves a lot about, skilling. He needs a skilling due to skillage damage. He also needs a lot of help when it comes to, his luck, because luck is his damage and his accuracy. So you definitely want to focus on those things, but there's also a lot of other things to focus. He has a hard time due to not really having his own dedicated alchemy line. So he needs like other sources such as like weapon power or total damage percent or multiplicative damage. So we're going to take a look, see what we can find to increase it. It's more of a later game account and see if we can find something to help him going. But anyways, let's get into it. Start off. Let's see what he's got cooking here. Okay. Fix your problem. You have Curse of Mr. Looty Booty on. Easy, done, end of review. No wonder you're not doing much damage. You're losing 76.52% of your total damage. All right, let's go. It's out of here. You want to do more damage, you take that off. All right. The drop rate ain't really worth it. All right, easy, done. Next, case closed. So you seem to be doing a lot of a drop rate build, which is fine. Not too bad. It's totally cool. Totally. Don't have that on though. It says your preset 1 that you're running, and it says that you have that going. Unless IdleOn efficiency or IdleOn toolbox is lying. All right, so let's just go over here. Your biggest sources of damage is Gilded Sword. It's only at 141. You could get a ton of total damage percent from this. Weapon Sharpened Axe is also a great one to get. Absolutely. Obviously, Lucky Clover as well. Going on in, you want Lucky Hit, Fluky Fabrics, and Lucky Horseshoe. Those are really good just for overall total damage. 2-Punch Man should be maxed at this point. What it seems to look like to me is you don't really have a lot of talents leveled up, right? Because you got 125 on 2-Punch Man. You got 220 is fine over here, but if we go over here, you only have 141. Like, reality, you're missing like 60% total damage just from this one talent alone, which is a lot. Because it doesn't, believe it or not, Gilded Sword doesn't really have a thing known as diminishing returns. It's usually just a 1-to-1 ratio all the way up to max level. So it's actually very, very strong. Curse of Looty, if you do have it on, take it off. It's not worth it, especially if you're trying to prioritize damage. Definitely want to come on out crystals. That's just a huge thing to have. Take a look at Maestro. Skillage damage is where all of your damage is going to be coming from, or at least the large majority of it. So if you're not running skillage damage, that's where you're going to start running into a lot of issues. Triple Jab is also really strong to have. Bliss and Chips is also very good to have. You want to make sure that you have those ASAP. Quad Jab is only at 100 out of 151 out of 100. That's also bad. Believe it or not, Bossing Vein only affects you while you're within the speed run. Other than that, you don't need to be running it whatsoever. That's just my personal take. So if you are running stuff, I mean, you have the preset to swap over. By the way, you should be booking Voodoo, Statification, Species, Epoch as well, because those are really, really, really strong instead of running this stuff. And also, book Enhance Eclipse. Like, you're missing out on so many good bonuses just for an Enhance Eclipse, because there is so many, especially for the one like Breeding. Breeding is really good if you have the proper enhancement. Take a look at the preset 1. You got, okay, good. You got that. Quest Chungus. All right. I mean, you don't need 400 to be fair, because I don't think there's 400 quests in the game. 50-50. Cool. Got that. Dungeonic damage could get up to 100 out of 100 just for a little bit more. Mega Crit could get up a little bit just for a little bit more damage. Those are some good star talents to get going. You got Filthy Damage, which is good. You got the Stat Overload, which is awesome as well. Eventually get Dummy Thick Stats will help just a smidge. Dreamer damage is also very, very good. Well, it's not huge, but it's decent. It's a good amount. Boss Spillover, you should put points into, just because overall drop rate. That's what they really benefit from. What's your obols? Your obols are full luck. I mean, that's fine. Full luck is okay if that's what you want to run. I personally run full drop rate, but if you're trying to just fully focus on damage, that's what you're going to be going for. So you're running full Kruk, which is super strong. This is ideally what you want. You have the love ring, which is cool. I don't even have the love ring. Okay, you got that. So let me take a look at your skills. So you're missing out on quite a bit of damage here, because if you take a look, your main problem is right here. So you see how your wisdom's at 88? So that means you're missing your 90 threshold, your 95 threshold, and your 100 threshold. And also your alchemy and your trapping are both at 100. So you're missing 3 tiers of damage. That's almost 100. That's over 120% damage that you're missing out just because you're missing out on your worship. So that is something that you definitely need to work on. Even if you don't get it to rank 1, even getting it to 100 is going to give you a ton of extra damage for relatively free, which shouldn't even take that long, to be completely honest. Just make sure, the good rule of thumb when you're leveling up worship, if you guys don't know, is when you're leveling up, you want to take things such as skills proficiency and transfusion, because although you'll get like little to no souls from it, you'll still get a ton of XP. Okay? It's really good. But at the same time, if you don't have enough efficiency, it can actually end up screwing you over as well. So you want to just like kind of make sure. You want to kind of do the in-betweens to see which ones you get. But that's definitely something that you could do. So right now, as it sits just out the get-go, these are fine. Is right off, right in front of my face, without even looking, is going to be your skills are not high enough and your talents are not high enough. Both of those are struggling tremendously. So you need to be hard focusing on getting the stuff to help build up your damage, because you're actually missing out on a ton of damage without even realizing it. And a lot of people, believe it or not, a lot of people, and I mean the majority of IdleOn players, sleep on talent levels, because the only thing, whenever I hear or talking to any IdleOn player, the only thing that they truly care about in their scenario is Bubo. If Bubo isn't at God tier at 200 talent levels, then it doesn't matter. But then everybody else doesn't get all that same treatment that the Bubo gets. So you need to do the same thing that you are specifically for your Vman. You have 2 Vmans, I just realized. You're still running into the same problem. This Vman's worse than the other one. Yeah, you're still running completely into the same problem, unfortunately. That's where they're both struggling. So we know that this one is the main one. So unfortunately, you have, wait, what do you have? You have 2 Vmans, 4 warriors, 1 Bubo, 1 Siegebreaker, 1 Beastmaster, and 1 ES. Ooh. 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 Oh. Yikes. I mean, okay. I guess that's a little cooked, to be honest. Your account setup's kind of mangled, but okay. That's fine. We'll just ready then. Alrighty then. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. Let's take a look at stamps here. You're almost at 10,000 stamp level. You can get that easily 10,000 stamp level. Question stamp, absolutely huge. Easy. Card stamp, easy. Oh, bro, look your multi-tool stamp, dude. Again, multi-tool stamp. I can't bring this into your guys' heads enough. Multi-tool, 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 multi-tool. Multi-tool is so important. People sleep on it so hard, bro. Do it. Do it. Do it. You must. 10 fractal. That's all right. That's okay. It's not too bad. Fractal's looking all right here with a 110%, 44% drop rate. Definitely doing a hot amount. Okay, so where we're going to get a lot of our damage from, especially for Vman, okay, is going to be, these bubbles are pretty good. Name, I guess, all that stuff. Definitely just, they're base damage, but they're decent. But where you're going to get a lot more damage from right here. You're not going to have the talent points to get every point that you ever want in your character, but if you didn't know, Fast Boy talent actually also works for that class as well. So you can also get Vman talent points. Now, unfortunately, you have to put a lot more points into Fast Boy talent because of the sole fact that Archer Bust doesn't get the bonus. Vman doesn't get the multiplier bonus. But he's still able to get more talent points in to help you level it up more. Man, you got a lot of alchemy to work on, dude. Also, these ones are huge. These bubbles need so much love, dude. Power try 1, try 2, and try 3. All of these are so strong. Getting those up to like 85 to 90% is definitely going to be the ideal scenario. So the faster you do that, the better that you'll become. Absolutely, 110%. Even the multiplier bubbles help out a little bit for everyone other than Vman, but there still needs to work on. But yeah, you need to, I would say, honestly, if you can, I would say about 80% efficiency on most of your bubbles will help you out a lot. Like there's 100 here, 225 here, you got 225, but that's just mastery. 25, 25, 25, just to help give that stuff a little bit, like 225 for Hardy Diggy, just to give yourselves a little bit more room to be actually able to progress. Because right now it feels like you have the right idea. You kind of know what you're going for, which is nice. But what ends up happening is you end up spreading yourself too thin, and you're neglecting the key things that you need. It's almost what it looks like to me is this account. It almost looks like you're trying to fight the meta. You're like out here like, I'm gonna do my own thing. I don't care what everybody else is doing. I'm gonna try to do better than everyone else and tell you that you don't have to be meta. But unfortunately, what it ends up happening is if you fight the meta too much, is that with the key, I don't know the meta. Okay, so you don't know the meta. All right, well, that changes things. Multi-tool stamp, hard meta. Okay, definitely something that you want, multi-tool stamp always. Ladle stamp, you're already doing that fantastic. So the big thing that you're missing is a crystalline stamp and golden apple stamp. Those things are hard meta. Multi-tool stamp. Owl, you're doing good. That's looking nice. Bubbles, getting 80%. Is always just going to be a good standstill. Absolutely, 100% standstill, no matter what. You're gonna be golden with that one. Vials. I mean, you're doing good on vials, man. You're doing good. You can't complain about those. Can't complain about those, except you only have a level 2 Bob Joe Pickle, and you only have a level 1 Ball Joe Pickle. I'm a little upset about that 2 things, but other than that, I mean, you can't really complain on what you're at right now. It's fine. Fine for the most part. Yeah, peace out, soul. Envelope. Okay, you're working on sigils at the moment. Not terrible. I would personally, if I was to work on specific sigils instead of just going down the list, I would focus on drop rate for treasure trove. I would focus on Peapod. I would focus on emoji veggie. I would focus on things such as, I believe there's another one. There's the refinery one right there. Pipe gauge. Pipe gauge is another one you want to work on. Work on those sigils instead of what you're doing right now. Because what you're doing right now ain't worth it. Ain't worth it, boss. Get the most important ones done first and then work on the other ones. Okay, that one's fine. Faster sigils. Always want faster sigils. Kangaroo. Also, again, bonus is looking pretty good. You got a 5 on there. Not bad. Love to see that. That's pretty great. That's pretty great. That's really, really great. Pipe gauge and what sigil? Here, I'll just go over it again. So we have the ones that you want to focus on is pipe gauge, trove, Peapod, moji veggie. Those are the ones for the sigils that are going to be the important ones. Those are the ones that you're going to want, at least where he's at in this point in time, because those are what's going to give him the most benefits, especially since he has the iodized sigil. What's his printer? Okay. Oh my God. Wait, you don't even have 90% printer sample size yet? Wait, whoa. Why do you, oh bro, you need to run Royal Sampler. You need to run Royal Sampler. You need that 90%, dude. So for the people that don't know, by the way, I'm gonna blast some knowledge on you. Okay. Royal Sampler down here. You have 43.5% 3D print sample size, but you lose 87% all XP gain. Let me make this very clear. This is an additive reduction, not a multiplicative reduction. You don't, if you have 10 drop rate, or if you have 10 XP, 10 XP multiplier, and you put on negative 87%, it will be at 9.13 times XP multiplier. Not freaking like losing all of your XP. You won't go down to like 2.3. It's additive. So it doesn't hurt to run it. You should just run it at all times. If you're not hitting 90%, Royal Sampler Prayer, 100%, you need to run that consistently. A lot of people, there's a very common mistake that people think is that this is a multiplicative reduction, but it's really not. And it's literally just free to help you get your printer going. Because if you see right here, 90% is max. I'll be making a video about this soon anyways, about how to set up your 3D printer, because I feel like it's a very, very valuable thing to make. It's hard because it doesn't tell you, and some people and some of these guys are hitting 90% without printer, but if you're not hitting it, you need to run it. So if you're not hitting 90%, you need to run it. And usually the people that can get away with it are usually DK and Vman. So for the printer wise, you really need to have at least one copper ore would be nice just to help print atoms. And at the same time, you want to be repping like a jellyfish or something like that, get a little bit more. This is fine. This is all looking good. It seems like, you got that. Still, the 90% printer sample size is important. Looks like, make sure you're doing mostly refinery on here as well. You're missing some refinery items. Definitely will help you that greatly. 90%. I don't know what's going on here. This should be ore. You should only have ore on this. DK has some of the most dog water AFK gains in this game. Okay? Literal dog water. All right? Don't even bother with AFK gains when it comes to DK. You gotta do mining. Yeah, that's a good point. How'd you get 28 Dementia ore? And your character's this far. Ore is my second DK. Both DKs need to have ore. Literally both DKs need ore, not just one. Because the whole point of it is to push atoms. You need atoms. That's what matters. There's not, oh, these guys do this guy does it. No, atoms. All of these monster materials can be easily farmed on Elemental Sorcerer or running it on your Beastmaster and or Vman. Because look at this shit. What's going on here? What do you mean this is all about, bro? Why do you got random fly prints on here? Why do you got 3K? So rule of thumb, Vman Beastmaster, always refinery. Always. No matter what. Like even here as well. Vman's bow should be refinery. You could or level 13 vials, because if you didn't know, the reason why Vman is so strong when it comes specifically to monster prints is because they can use bossing veins, which gives you mob respawn while you're doing a speed run. So while you're doing the Vman speed run, if you kill all the bosses that you need to kill and then go take 3D prints, you will have like 4.5 million green mushroom spore caps, or like 1 million sand, or anything like that, because you took the print while in a speed run. It'll give you a lot. And again, only 90% printer sample size, 90% printer sample size. Why is this not logs? This should be logs. So let's go down the list here. 1 copper ore, all fish samples, all log samples. This should be refinery mats. And then whatever else you want to get. This should be all ore. This should also be all ore, which is what you have. This should be level 13 vials or for refinery prints. This should be bugs. This should be all logs. This should be the same thing with the refinery prints. And this should be all ore. There should be really, realistically, nothing else. And also, with the Vman speedrun, if you fight Nightmare version of the bosses, it counts as 3 boss kills. Okay? Because you kill Nightmare, you kill the heroic one, and you kill the normal one. So you want to make sure whenever you're doing a speed run, make sure to kill Nightmare boss so you get 3 bosses in one. Rank 91, okay, that's fine. Make sure to rank that up when you can. Rank 52, that's pretty high, but that's fine. Rank 36, that's fine. Okay, I mean, you're kind of just letting them roll, which is fine. It's not a big deal. That's really high. Rank 13 is cooked. Holy, there's no way you'll be able to keep up with that. But that's wild. Well, you still need to do a decent print run, right? Because obviously you're going to be wasting a little time, but you still need to do a decent run because you still need to kill all those bosses, right? So you're still going to be helping that up. Helium power stack, that's good. Okay, boron should have been upgraded first. Boron needs to be upgraded as soon as possible. This is literally where you're getting all of your alchemy upgrades from. You need that ASAP, Reno. Boron is the most important atom collider bonus out of any of the atom collider bonuses. Because we're talking about if you have, just for instance, if you have 50 alchemy upgrades a day, okay? 50 a day for 1 month is 30 days, okay? Just think about how many alchemy levels that is. And that's only if you have ×1. No. Starting a speedrun does not give you the highest. It resets every single time. So you have to kill all those bosses, then do a 3D print. But you are missing out on quite a bit here just from this alone. The boron would help you definitely double stack your damage crazily. Magic skips is looking good. Not too bad. Fox Jewels, nice. Okay, so your Equinox is totally cool. Kicking. All this is looking okay. That's fine. That's good. Atom Collider. I mean, you might as well stop leveling up. Okay, your towers are great. Your towers are fantastic, Rillo. So your buildings are upkept quite well, which is good. You have full Eclipse Skulls. Perfect. Can't complain about that. Worship. Same. What this is such a weird. This is so. Why is every account I've reviewed this day pretty much max charge? What is going on? Why is everybody just not paying attention to their worship? You got to use your worship, man. And I'm not talking about using your worship with charge siphon. I'm talking about going on each character and claiming them. Like you gotta get that going, man. You gotta get that rolling, bro. Like who has the time? Everybody. And also your waves are too low, bro. Whoa. You have your like minimum wave. Your highest wave is 130, and you have a level 80 Poisonic Elder. What do you mean, bro? Do you realize how easy you could push? Is that bad? Yeah. Oh, bro, you could easily do like 150, 160 on most waves. Probably closer to 130, but like, bro, you could be like 180 on Goblin Gorefest right now with your tower setup. Like you could cook hard, bro. Like that's really bad, dude. You could increase your souls and you would boost up your worship as well, which would give you insane amounts of XP. Right? You're like, bro, look at this one. Your highest XP per charge is 948. I guarantee you could get to 140. I got 190 with Poisonic, most towers at 70. Yeah, bro, you could easily cook super hard. You need to do a big TD. And also, if you didn't know, TD helps with a lot of things. Both. Right? You're missing some damage there. You're missing some class XP, some build speed, some Jade coin, blah, 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 blah. Get that going, bro. Get that rolling. TD takes forever, though. Get over it. All right? Welcome to an idle game. Everything takes forever. It is literally an idle game. Literally everything that you ever do in this game will take forever because that's the whole point of an idle game. You need to level up. You need to max out Jawbreaker and Midas Mind. You're missing out on so many free stuff here. Jawbreaker's so good. Midas Mind is so good. You know, you do some Waka Waka, you'd be good. You'd be awesome. Be chilling. The thing is you set up to do TD, and once you get it done, you don't have to do it anymore, right? It's just you just gotta lock in. Just throw on a movie, lock in into some TD, and just go for it, bro. Just go for it. You know? That's what I would do. You know, get ready to, you know, get yourself with some popcorn, set up for like a One Piece marathon, and away you go, dude. Away you go. And you're ready to go, dude. By the time you hit season 2, well, you'll be done. You'll be done. You'll by the time you hit season 2, you'll be done. You know, your cooking's actually looking pretty good, though. Your cooking's actually not too bad. A whole season? Yeah, I mean, let's be honest here. It's, you know, You know, that's TD for you. I mean, you have everything, which is great. You know, that's awesome. You know, you need to take some time and just go through and just start smashing. Like, bro, look at all these ones that you have. Look at all these free stats that you could be rolling up here. Wait, hold on. Wait, are you? Yeah, you can get to 60 easy. Yeah, look at that, dude. Look at all these free upgrades that you have right now. Like literal free upgrades for literally no cost. Total damage percent right here. Right? You're missing out on so many extra stats for literally generally no reason. So take some time, go through, get that going. Arena 213, fantastic. How's lab looking? Okay, bro. So you're telling me, TD's too hard, but you'd push 213 in arena? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, dude? What do you mean? All right, what are we saying here? You went past the maximum that you needed. It was easy, though. Yeah, so was TD. All right? Let's get it done. G's team, yeah, true. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now I know I have to go look at the skills. Oh, God. Oh, God. Bro, you don't even have a minimum 70. Bro, you don't have a minimum 75. You need a minimum 75. At least for all your characters. Minimum. How do you have 120? How do you have 120 divinity, but you don't have level 75 lab? Are you not running Goat God? Do you not? I'm taking a guess you don't have Dude. Since we're here, I actually want. We already took a look, I think. Yeah, those are actually not too bad. Do you have the Phoenix Wings? Oh, yeah, bro. Easy damage right there. Phoenix Wings, Equinox Ring. Well, there's a shit ton of stats right there. You have the Death Bloom Flower Pendant, shit ton of stats right there. So what do you mean you're struggling with damage, bro? You have 2 Death Bloom Flower Pendants. That's crazy. That's cooked. That's actually insane, the fact that you have those. And then the fact that you're struggling for damage. Honestly, I think it's your skillage damage is the issue. And I also think it's because you're running Curse of Looty Booty. But everything in my mind thinks that you're on your way to just cook. Okay, you're so close to just straight up cooking, dude. I like how, okay, here's what I find funny. I like how you hate TD, but you can cook on farming. Like your farming is fucking cooked. So that means that you've spent the time and you've babysat this, but you can't babysit TD? What are we saying here? What are we actually saying here? Are we saying we're just too lazy to do TD? Because you can't tell me that you say TD takes too long, yet you could cook all of this. I don't believe it for a single second. I don't believe it for a single goddamn second. It's too tedious. I see what you did there. Okay, so, well, you have a reverse problem going on right now. Okay, so you have a reverse problem going on right now. You are running. Why? Wait, what is this? What the fuck am I seeing here? Okay, like I said before, what you want to do is you want to run beads and veils. Beads and veils, this is not helping you. This is not helping you at all. You want a veil and a bead because that's multiplicative. A veil and this is not giving you. It's either the two meta works that I just fixed that. Okay, cool. You guys fix that. So yeah, just remember silk veils and beads. And if you're not doing that, you do double lotus. Just a rule of thumb. If you know that now, great. But going forward, and then obviously have 1 bead, 1 scroll. Upgrades all look fine. Charms, okay, good. Summoning, battles, winter bonuses, have all of that. So, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. You're kind of at a point where you're almost ready to ramp. Okay, you're actually like really, really, really close to ramping. You're just missing some key things. Also, you should probably finish off some of your card farming, especially easy resources. This will give you more skill efficiency, which therefore increases your prints. 1 bead, 1 scroll. Yeah, so everything else is bead and veil, and then you have 1 bead, 1 scroll on 1 character, if you can handle it. Only if you can handle it, though. Bro, rip. You don't have multi-kill per tier. That sucks. But yeah, you need to get your card done for this. The easy resource one. Such literally best in slot card set. So good. Need it. How's your constellations looking? Cool. You've done all your constellations. That's great. That's amazing. All your star signs as well? No. So when it Vman only has to be higher in the first 3 worlds. So any skills that are part of the first 3 worlds, so that's things that we're talking about like smithing, chopping, mining, alchemy, catching, fishing, construction, worship, trapping. Okay? Those are the only 3 things that like truly matter when it comes to skillage damage. But when it comes to like, for instance, the claws, yes, they need to be higher. But I mean, to be honest with you, when it comes down to it, I mean that the snaking and stuff like that doesn't really matter all that much. It's only focus the main 3 worlds because those are the ones where you're going to get your prints from anyways, because all the rest of the worlds you don't really get prints from, right? Because you don't really need it. You don't really need a higher efficiency in sneaking because you're not taking a sneaking print, right? You're taking a log print, a mining print, right? You're taking a catching print, a fishing print. Your VMan needs to be higher in that regards. If you're grabbing more souls for worship, you know. Should I run Midas and Jawbreaker? Run Midas and Jawbreaker if you're on your Bubo farming stuff like Samurais. It's a good place. You can also run Midas whenever you're farming bosses on your VMan because it doesn't affect boss damage. But what I think personally, where you're at, my dude, is you're looking good. Okay, you're looking very, very nice. Can't complain. Definitely solid. I think there's just the few things that I said at the beginning that would really help you fix your shit, right? Like you're really, really close. Yeah, it does affect boss HP. It does affect many. I think it affects many bosses. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But you are honestly really, really, really close to being able to ramp him up crazy. Oh, so you're running. I would run full speed pots, by the way. Personally, when you start especially getting into like quick slap's really good. Quick slap helps boost up damage pretty substantially. It got nerfed a while ago, but still it's really strong. And if you're looking for extra damage, you can always throw on the Phoenix wings. You can always throw on the name tag. You could throw on a couple of the blobby light keychains. You could even throw in some all stat. Like you just need to get your skills up. You need to take off Curse of Looty. I think your gear right now is perfectly fine. And obviously, do some cooking. There's a lot of cooking stuff that you can go through. There's a couple of alchemy stuff that you can go through. A little bit of breeding will help you push a little bit, which will ultimately help your cooking, and do your TDs. Your TDs need to get done. You just got to lock in that one day, bro. But if you listen to all the stuff I do, I guarantee you, I promise you, and also following the talents that I set you up, you will increase your VMan damage. You'll be doing substantially more, and you'll feel like he's actually not hitting like a wet noodle. Unfortunately, when it comes down to it, Vman will just always struggle with damage no matter what the case. But definitely do what I said, and I guarantee you, you will be doing better. 100%. So a little bit of switching, a little bit of other stuff, getting that going, and then even if you decide to start farming this stuff, it'll be good. But that's what I suggest, man. And I think good luck. Your account's pretty good. Account's pretty good. There's just a couple things here and there that you can pick up on. But other than that, doing good, my guy. Good luck. Good luck, Etkid.